everybody, I'm over here at the urban lot and I need to plant. I got 5 bushels of strawberries and I have a whole, handful, probably 6 elderberry cuttings, and then I have 4 different hascap bushes. There's 3 different types, and I need to plant all those out. First, I want to level out this area, probably from here all the way over. So this is about the level I want it to be. If you can tell, it's got quite the rise to it. So I'm going to take all that material and I'm going to bring it this way to where my Comfrey roots are. And then I have those in a line. If you can see the next one. Okay, yeah, it goes from here, swoops all the way to here, there, and then it goes back out again. So we're going to move all that wood chips over, and then we'll be able to plant all those, all the things I mentioned in this area here. And of course I have the Comfrey that's planted on the far edge. It's a little bit earlier in the day, so hopefully it won't be too hot, but try and make quick work of it. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to rake it with just a standard metal rake, so it should be pretty quick. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. I want to take a quick break for a breather and to show you how the progress is going. So this is most of how I'm doing it. The edge was here, went like that. So I just grabbed as much as I could from over there and I created an edge that I just filled it in. And definitely keep it in mind to make it extra thick, to go around, walk on it, see how thick it feels. But yeah, all the Comfrey are covered up. Now I don't have too much left to go, but need some water. Most of it done. I don't know if you can tell from this angle right here where it's lighter colored, that's a high spot. So I think I'm just gonna rake it all towards me to the same edge, but at least try to level it out and try and get some of that more squared off. It'll take about 45 minutes, I'd say. And I've got it pretty well in there. This stuff here was really packed down, so I ended up just using my bucket, and I was taking from there and all that, and I'll just walk it over and dump it. So that's pretty good. I still have a path, way to get my lawnmower through. It should be thick enough to stop all the grasses, things like that. If not, if there are a couple, it's not that big of a deal, but it'll be blanked out. And then once I basically take all this and move it, spread it that way too, then I'll grab all these bushes and I'll start planting them. Kind of randomly, nothing too crazy, just keeping in mind that I still have a bunch of fruit trees coming. So I'll just kind of spread them out. The elderberries get pretty big and the hascaps do as well, but I might have 4 of them, so they'll be, probably just keep them even, like, I don't know, elderberry there and a hascap and a elderberry and a hascap, and something like that. Nothing too crazy. But I'm gonna take a second to get some water, and then I'll get all this, like I said, over to here, and then I'll start planting. Alright, so that's better. Not too bad for, I don't know, I've probably been here about an hour, so not too shabby. Now I'm going to, these are all strawberries. They just come in a bundle. And then sometimes, you can tell where the green is. You just stick that in the ground and definitely stick it as deep as you possibly can. Almost put the light dusting of dirt over it, over the leaves, because they'll still sprout up through. But they like to grow and expand, and actually, if you stick it in the ground right here where my thumb is, which is, technically, I guess, the right spot, it'll actually expand and come up. So I'm going to do 5 of these, probably do 1 on the far side over there in the back, 1 on the right side, and I'll just randomly place them through here. I might even replace the one. There was one right in there. I'll probably just dig that and put another one in there. Hopefully they'll spread pretty quickly over the next year or two. And these are the Has caps. I don't remember. Oh, they got a label on it. And it says Kaluka? I don't know, I got it all on the receipt. But yeah, there's 3 different varieties. So I'll plant those. Those are pretty quick and easy. Of course, because that mulch is pretty thick, I'll have to clear a bigger area and just move a whole bunch of it out of the way and then start to dig in. It would almost be better if I had, maybe not a regular shovel, but a squared, like cutting shovel, just to scoop it all out. So it makes a bit more, so, because like if you're sheet mulching, you'd only have, whatever, this much mulch to move, but here I have twice that much mulch. It's 10 to 12 inches at least, so I gotta move about 8 inches of that before I can really dig a hole and plant. But they're smaller roots, like a root base, whatever you want to call it. So it's really not too difficult. And then of course I've got more elderberry cuttings. And it's interesting, the company that I buy these from, they want you to put it in a pot, keep it inside, water it, nurture it, all sorts of things, but I just stick them in the ground. I don't know. I mean, that's what you do if I, like in a couple years, when I'm taking cuttings off of these plants, I'll just be sticking them in the ground. I'm not going to be putting them in a nursery or anything like that. So their way would increase the chances of them sprouting and growing, but it takes quite a lot of time, and I'd rather just stick these wherever I can. So I'm going to get to that. So all this here is just so deep. It's, man, maybe with the pear trees and peach trees, I'll come out with their bigger shovel and like excavate all this, but it's just too deep for these little bushes. So I'm gonna just go along the edge, and I'll clear some of it off, and I might even kind of push it, dig a hole, plant it, and then just extend the edge. I almost wish I'd planted more than just those comfrey roots and then did the mulching afterwards. But this is just, I did plant one elderberry over there, and I did a couple of strawberries right here, right there, and then I did one on either side in the back. But yeah, for these smaller bushes and these other cuttings, I might jam a couple of these just on this edge, because this is thinner. But once you get past to where it was before I extended it, it's at least 12, 14 inches thick. So, and it's all been there for months, and that's all held together by fungus, and yeah, it's an amazing amount of work. But I'll still get all these bushes planted and these elderberries, and I will get pretty far deep in, and I'll show you after I get it all planted out. Settling for planting here. This place has been mulched. This is on this far edge here. Gotta see where I'm at. So I'm just gonna put them here, and then for the elderberries, try and stick them where I can. The ground is just so hard and dry that it's hard even to stick those elderberry cuttings in. So they'll be closer to the edge, and I'll just bring a couple back to my house, and I'll just randomly place them one of the other walkways. But I got to get this stuff in the ground, and this is a perfectly fine place for them. Not exactly what I had imagined, but just this dirt, being as moist as it is, super easy to get to. Still have to clear quite a bit of wood chips. So that's a hell of a lot better than digging through this dry, icky crap. So anyways, so I'm going to get these last 2 in. I'll stick a couple more elderberries, and I'll get out of here. Alright, that's enough for one day. I ended up just randomly planting these elderberries throughout the back here. And they were hidden. I stuck them down as far as I could. And I planted some more right behind me. So basically, for that area to the back, in front of me, behind you, I pretty much need to just stop planting in that area altogether and see what happens next summer. other than spreading, you know, flower or clover seeds. It should be for the planting for that. And let me turn this around. Then for here, I did those 4 berry bushes. I got ants crawling all over me. But yeah, I did a couple of strawberries here, and then I planted a couple more elderberries, and then at the very front there, I planted a couple more. That's all I've got for today. If you'd like to, just check out one of these videos. I'm going to go and clean myself up and get some water. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye.